the numbers start to add quickly here on both sides of the score chart. Jeffers with the ball at the top of the circle, splits a couple of defenders, goes to Watkins. His three away is no good, and an outlet pass is thrown away. Watkins chases it down for the Cats. He'll bring it to the right-hand side. Now goes to Torres at the top of the circle, looks inside. Fiedler comes high low. Come on, get it inside. Back to Torres. They'll swing it right wing. Coming underneath on the low side, Jeffers picks up the dribble to Mitch. He lays it up and in, but he traveled all the way to the hoop. He was caught on the wrong foot out before he took that step to the rim. But a good move by Mitch going to the hoop with that bucket. They know we'll get a chance at that one more time. In the backcourt, Buffaloes with the ball, bring it across on the far side. Nordstadt nearly had the steal, but up against the wall, it is Buffalo ball. 25-18, Wildcats lead it here with 3 minutes remaining in the first half of play. Ball on the near side, Boddicker dribbles into the lane, stops and pops. He's up and down. Good for the bucket here. He's got 12 points on the night to lead the Buffaloes. Watkins on top. They'll spin it out to the far side. Now back to Watkins at the top of the key. Get the ball on the far wing to McManus. They need to feed it inside. Work to Fiedler. He'll kick it to McManus behind the arc. Yep, and good for a three. As the defense collapses around the big man inside, Fiedler finds McManus open for the three. And it's back to an 8-point lead, 28-20. Cats lead it here with 2:25 remaining in the half. Boddicker tries a three. It's up and away. No good. And Fiedler pours it up pass to Nordstadt. He drives for the bucket. He's fouled. And Brandon Nordstadt will go to the line to shoot a pair for the Wildcats. That foul whistled on number 23, a block foul on Blake Boddicker. Boddicker with 2 personal fouls. They can ill afford to have him on the bench for any amount of time. Nordstadt gets the range on the free throw. It's up and good. He'll have another on the way. Carson Meyer checks in for the Cats as Nordstadt now has hit 3 in a row, and he's got 7 points on the night. Down court, a 3-point shot away. No good there. Rebounded by the Buffs, and Fiedler knocks it out of bounds. That'll stay in the hands of Prairie View. With 2:02 left on the clock, they'll play it in underneath their own bucket. Wildcats set the defense. Look for it down low, and Watkins gets the steal. Here they come, 3-on-1 on the break. Chase Watkins goes to the hoop, lays it up and in. He's fouled, and he's going to go to the line. Chase Watkins, strong physical move as the defender came at him. He just held his own, lays it up and in. Number 24 picking up the foul is Bryson Green, his second personal tonight. That is 12 team fouls on the Buffaloes. They may be getting in a little deep, as did the girls in the early game. Watkins' free throw is on the way. That's up and good for Jace. Jace in double figures with 10 points tonight. 1:57 to go, and the Cats a 13-point lead. Buffs dribble it off their foot out of bounds. The turnover puts it right back in the hands of the Wildcats. Good little run here by the Wildcats as Buffaloes had closed to within 5. And now the Cats extended to a 13-point margin. 1:45 left on the clock. In the corner, Watkins again from 3. No good, but right there for the rebound. Fiedler up and in. Garrison Fiedler, good job positioning that time to get the rebound of the missed shot. And it's back to a 15-point margin for the Wildcats. Goff with the dribble, but he picked it up too high. A turnover. Wild play here, and the Wildcats will take over. They'll play it in at the division line. In the backcourt, Jace Watkins will play it up. Calls out the offense high over the top as Fiedler comes out to the high post to take that ball. Look to go on the move down in the low paint. Double pick coming off the right side. It's not there. Watkins holds the ball high over his head. Now gives it up to Carson. They'll swing it back to Jace. He lobs in low. Good pass by Fiedler on the near side. Nordstadt's going to drive. It's blocked from the backside, and the Buffaloes will take over. They'll bring it up to Boddicker on the near wing. They'll set the offense under a minute to play here. Goff picks up his dribble after a one dribble and done. Back to Boddicker. McManus with that defensive assignment. Boddicker goes to the lane, softly off the board, and he gets the score. 25 seconds on the clock here. A 13-point lead for the Wildcats. They'll play for one. Down to 20 in the hands of Watkins. They've got to play for this. But, loose ball. Carson Meyer gets it back. Now back to Watkins. He'll go off the high screen on the right-hand side. Stops and pops from 12. Called net for Jace Watkins. That's the buzzer. The Wildcats are in the lead at the half. A 37-22 margin. The Wildcats on top of the Buffaloes here at halftime at Prairie View. We're going to get our stats together for the first half of play, and we'll return with halftime action here from Prairie View. Bobby, let's do 2 minutes of sponsors, and we'll be back.
You're in a hurry and your car won't start. And you need a jump. Or how about the time you locked your keys in the car? Or the time you hit that deer and smashed in the front end of your car? Or maybe you just need something hauled and you don't have a truck. Maybe you just need a tire changed. Call Jeff's Towing and Recovery, AAA provider at 785-213-1669. That's 785-213-1669. And remember, it's your choice who tows your vehicle.
Does fall weather make you dream of a new home? How about that remodeling project, such as a garage or room addition? Whatever your dreams are made of, First National Bank of Kansas has many favorable options for you. From refinancing to building projects, rates are still low, so why not check them out? See Paul and Kathy in Osage City, Chris and Craig in Waverly, or Donna and Craig in Burlington. First National Bank of Kansas, where dreams come true. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
U.S. Cellular Wireless Concepts in Burlington and 97.7 The Dawg invite you to some action on ice as the Topeka Roadrunners battle it out for victory. We're giving away 2 tickets on Tuesdays for hockey at its finest at the Kansas Expo Center in Topeka. Get signed up for your chance to win tickets at U.S. Cellular Wireless Concepts, 401 Garrison in Burlington. For home game dates and times, go to Topeka Roadrunners on Facebook.
Life Care Center Burlington offers all the comforts of home as well as added luxuries, including a beauty and barber salon, a specialized fine dining program, courtyard and gardening area, and is conveniently located near shopping, retirement communities, and other medical community resources. Life Care also provides in- and outpatient rehabilitation services for all ages. Their licensed staff offers 24-hour skilled nursing. Stop by and visit the Life Care Center of Burlington today, located at 601 Cross Street.
Back to courtside with your voice of the Wildcats, Jim Hills on 97.7 The Dawg.
Well, back to Burlington. Well, here on The Dawg, it was a fast and furious first half of play here. Wildcats did not get the big numbers early like the Lady Cats did in their first game, but hold the lead at the halftime break. 37-22 over the Prairie View Buffaloes. Wildcats did break on top, take a 17-11 lead on the strength of Jace Watkins taking the opening tip from Fiedler. 2 dribbles, 3 steps, lays it in the hole for the bucket. Next time down the floor, he fires up a 3-pointer, and the Cats are on top 5-0 in that first minute of play. Lots of fouling on the Prairie View side of the ledger tonight. 12 team fouls in that first half of play. The Wildcats were whistled for 7. Buffalo's had trouble finding many people doing the scoring. Garrett Scott had 2. Bryson Green and Jesse Weirs each connected from behind the arc for single 3-pointers. And the bulk of the scoring comes from Blake Boddicker. Boddicker, quite an athlete. We saw him on the football field and called that name time and time again here in the gym. He put up 14 points in the first half of the 22 for the Buffaloes. On the Wildcats side of the ledger, Mitch Taylor, his first varsity performance, he gets in the game in about 20 seconds. He's on the board with a 2-pointer. 3 points tonight from Connor Jeffers and Connor McManus, as Jeffers was saddled with a pair of personal fouls quickly tonight on his aggressive defensive play. But he comes up with 3 points in the first half of action. 7 points tonight, each from Brandon Nordstedt. Brandon got all of those in the second quarter in that spurt, along with Garrison Fiegler with 7 on the inside for the Wildcats. In double figures in the first half of play, Jace Watkins, as he scored from every position, behind the arch, down the middle, and from the charity stripe, he comes up with a dozen to lead the way for the Wildcats here in this first half, as they're in the locker room now taking a break, reviewing that first half of play, with the Wildcats holding a 37-22 lead over the Buffaloes. Prairie View Band across the way performing for the guests here, as they did at the halftime of the ladies game. Lady Cats got off to a great start tonight also. Their victory was a 53-16 margin in our first game of the night. The boys' side, the C team came out. Those freshmen, you never know what's going to happen when they take the floor, and they dominated tonight with a 64-40 victory over the Buffaloes here on the Buffs home court. Junior varsity not quite up to speed, as they took a loss here on the road to the Buffaloes, but the varsity action is in control of this game, and we'll see if everybody comes out staying focused in the second half of play. Again, as we told you, the other games around the area, Southern Coffee County got off to a good start last night with victories on the girls' side and the boys' side over Crest. Waverly is at a preseason tournament in Burlingame. Lebo on the road to Flint Hills, and Hartford taking on the Altoona Jets tonight. Next week, the Wildcats still on the road. They'll move it up to Baldwin for the Bulldog Wildcat Classic. First game of the week will be on Monday night when the boys go at 5:30. They'll take on the Lewisburg Wildcats. Ladies game at 7 o'clock on Monday. Tuesday finds the boys in action at 5:30. Again at Baldwin High School. They'll take on the Anderson County Bulldogs. And the Lady Cats game will tip off around 7 o'clock. They'll get a little break and wait till Friday night for the third game of that tournament, where they will move over to the middle school gymnasium. The ladies will go first. They'll have a 5:30 tip-off against the Baldwin Lady Bulldogs. And the Wildcats get the nightcap at 7 o'clock. You can tune in to all those games right here on 97.7 The Dog to follow the Lady Cats and Wildcats all season long. Cats will have 2 home games before the Christmas break. Tuesday, December the 12th, they'll take on Iowa, the Mustangs and the Phillies there, and wrap up the season, the early part of the season before Christmas, a December 15th home game against the Wellsville Eagles. So if you can't make the road games, listen to them right here on the Dog. And welcome the Lady Cats and Wildcats home that week of December 12th through the 15th. We do want to remind you that our broadcasts on 97.7 are brought to you by these 18 sponsors of Lady Cat and Wildcat basketball. When you're in Burlington or the surrounding community, let these sponsors know that you're tuning in to keep up with the Lady Cats and the Wildcats. Alpha Roofing right there in Burlington over on 3rd Street. Give Colin a call. They do it all. Beckman Motors from Anderson County, Garnett, a fine sponsor of 97.7. Burlington Building Materials and Burlington Auto Supply right there on Neosho Street in hometown Burlington. Central National Bank and Diners Cafe both bring you Lady Cat and Wildcat basketball. Caldwell Auto Supply and Crossland Construction, also First National Bank and Hoover's in Burlington. Jeff Sewing is located up at New Strawn. When you're down, Jeff will take you to town. Life Care Center on Cross Street, another fine sponsor of Burlington Athletics. The Prescription Center in Burlington and the Medicine Shop. For all your medical needs, see those two fine stores in Burlington. Also stop in and see Dr. Rick Smith in Ridley, a longtime sponsor of all Burlington activities. The Appliance Store in Burlington, Trust Point Insurance, and U.S. Cellular. Give them a call. They'll take care of y'all. That's the roundup of 18 sponsors of Lady Cat and Wildcat basketball this season. We're ready to get underway, and Buffalo from Prairie View take the opening possession, go down and can't get the score. The Wildcats come away with a loose ball, and they'll put it in the hands of Garrison Fiedler. Now he'll go back out on top to Jace Watkins. Jace led the team with 12 points in the first half. Garrison Fiedler steps out behind the arc. Who says the big man can't shoot the big shot? He gets a three to go home, and the Wildcats extend that lead. A turnover on the Buffaloes, and it's right back in the hands of the Cats. 40-22, Cats on top here on the road tonight at Prairie View. Cats finished off that second quarter play with a 12-2 run to have a 15-point margin at the end of the first half of play. And they're starting right out again, going to the hoop with Fiedler and the three-pointer. He's in the corner again, looking inside this time. Now, telegraphed that one and stolen away. It's in the hands of the Buffaloes. They'll bring it across the timeline. 6:56 on the clock. Picks up the dribble, goes left wing. In the hands of Green. He'll bring it back out on top, and Boddicker will call out the play. Double high post screen, but a bad pass tipped off. It's out of bounds, and that's Wildcat basketball. In the backcourt, Connor Jeffers brings the ball up for the Cats. Splits the defenders, gives up to Watkins. Now finds Nordstad. Jeffers going to drive the hoop. Lays it off the rim softly. It won't fall, but Garrison Fiedler's right there for the putback. And he scored both buckets for the Cat to start off this third quarter play. Good pressure in the backcourt by the Wildcats. Now they'll put it in the hands of Snyder. A bad pass picked by Fiedler. Looks over the field, comes back out. They'll give it to Jace Watkins, sets the offense. Down low, Connor Jeffers looks back out on the top side. Gets the ball back, comes off the pick. Feeds to Hess behind the arc. A three away, no good. Off the rim, rebound by Jeffers. He goes back up with a shot, and he's fouled. Good aggressive work down for that rebound. Connor Jeffers gets possession, goes up for the shot, but he's fouled on the arm by number 33, Dayton Snyder, picking up his third personal foul. And Connor will go to the line. That free throw is on the way off the right-hand side. Couldn't get it to fall. And he'll set for number 2. Checking back into the lineup now for Prairie View is Jesse Weirs, number 5 on the roster. And Jeffers' free throw is nothing but net this time. 4 points on the night for Connor Jeffers. And the Buffaloes will play it in the backcourt. A 21-point lead for the Wildcats, 43-22. Boddicker with the drive down court gets the first bucket of the third quarter for the Buffs. Their first points, and it's back to a 19-point margin for the Cats. Watkins thought about the three, pulls it back down. Hess lobs in low to Fiedler. Up and off the board, in for Garrison Fiedler as he is feeling his oats here in the third quarter of play. Up court on the left-hand side. Boddicker now going to drive the paint, stops and pops. He gets the second bucket here of the half. They'll feed it inside, but the ball tipped away. Couldn't get it into Jeffers as he was trying to work the low paint that time. 5:05 on the clock, and the Wildcats lead it by 19. On the near wing, Weirs with the ball high over his head, now releases back to the far side. They'll set the offense, man-to-man defensive pressure by the Wildcats here. Goes off the pick and roll, didn't make the connection there. They'll put it back in the hands of Garrett Scott. Scott up with the shot. And a three-pointer for Garrett Scott. That's his first bucket from behind the arch here for the Buffs. And we've got a whistle and stops play down low. Number 23, that is Boddicker picking up his third personal foul now. Or now they call 24.
Trust Point Insurance is truly an independent insurance agency. They have the unique ability to shop the marketplace for the insurance company that provides the best protection at the most competitive price and has the ability to write with over 30 different companies. Trust Point Insurance offices are located at 800 North 4th Street in Burlington and 902 Commercial Street in Emporia. Stop in or call today to set up a time that is convenient for you to discuss your auto, home, farm, business, crop, and life insurance, or visit them online at trustpointinsurance.net.
At Diners Cafe, 1020 North 2nd Street, Burlington, it's all about you, our customer. The staff loves what they do with a desire to provide outstanding service, serve up your order freshly made with wholesome ingredients, and do it in a clean and comfortable setting. Check out our Facebook page for our specials of the day and latest happenings. Diners Cafe, home of great food and awesome atmosphere. You'll find us next door to the Country Haven Inn, proud to support USD 244 activities.
In life, there are people, places, and things known as exceptional. There is a place like that in Garnett, Kansas. Hi, this is Brian Steffens, and I'm talking about Beckman Motors. Everywhere you go, you'll see vehicles with the Beckman Motors name on them. We want to show you how exceptional we are. The next time you decide to buy a new Ford or Chevy or any pre-owned vehicle, do yourself a favor and come to Beckman Motors in Garnett and experience what it's like to buy a vehicle from exceptional people in an exceptional place. Beckman Motors on Highway 59 in Garnett, Kansas, selling new Fords and Chevrolets along with pre-owned vehicles for a long, long time and doing it exceptionally well every day.
Be sure to shop at Hooper's Thriftway in Burlington, where this week, center cut pork chops, $1.99 a pound, and Duncan Hines cake mix, 99 cents, and fresh boneless beef arm roast, $3.49 a pound. And how about some sweet holiday treats? M&M's, Snickers, peanut clusters, peanut brittle, and Hershey's Kisses. And Philadelphia cream cheese, 16-ounce, 2-pack, $2.99. Hoover's Thriftway in Burlington. Sale ends December 5th.
If you've got just the right paint color in mind, don't settle for anything less. Head to Burlington Building Materials, located at 626 Neosho in Burlington, and experience a brand new paint department brought to you by Do It Best Quality Paints. Your home is your canvas, and whether you're looking for a functional neutral or a pop of the trending hue, the Colors Journeys experience at Burlington Building Materials has all the tools you need to help your vision come to life. Colors Journeys, your destination for inspiration.
Sports socks can be fashionable. Prescription Center, the pharmacy inside Hooper's Thriftway, has the Touch brand of compression socks. These combed cotton knee-high support socks offer a snug, stylish fit and feel luxuriously smooth against the skin. Sizes for men and women are available in timeless patterns and colors. Buy the softest compression socks on the market today at Prescription Center, 312 Cross Street. Prescription Center, the pharmacy inside Hooper's Thriftway, 620-364-5523.
When the lights come up on Friday and Saturday nights at high schools and colleges across the region, it's often on a field built by Crossland Construction. Many Crossland employees played on those fields and were educated in the schools that are thriving parts of our communities today. Crossland is a proud supporter of area athletics and urges you to be a part of your local school community. Many of the athletes playing today may help Crossland build across our region in the future. Check out career opportunities at crossland.com. Crossland Construction, build you.
Back to Courtside with your voice of the Wildcats, Jim Hills on 97.7 The Dawg.
Welcome back to Wildcat basketball on the Dawg. A timeout on the floor by Coach Barrett. He wants that defense to get back on the mark here. But Jace Watkins gets on the offensive side. He puts up a three-pointer is good for the Cats. Now he'll spin it to the right-hand side. McManus fires from long range. A three, no good. And the putback by the big Garrison Fiedler. Both him and Mitch Taylor went up for that ball, and Fiedler corrals it in, puts it back in for the bucket as he is lighting up the nets here in the third quarter. Ball tipped away out of bounds. It'll be Buffalo ball. No, we're going to have a whistle and a foul. Blocking foul number 4, Carson Byer picks up his first personal on the night. And the Buffs will play it in underneath their own bucket. A minute 25 on the clock. Cats back to a 19-point margin here as Boddicker has the ball out behind the arch. Shot away, no good. A rebound taken out of there by Torres. He had good rebounding position down low. Up court, they bring it to Mitch. Ball knocked away. It's out of bounds, and the Wildcats will play it up underneath their own bucket. Mitch Taylor getting up the floor that time. Down ahead, and the defense having to come from behind. He's a wide body to get around. They'll inbound high out on the top to Byer. Brings the defense to him. They'll go to McManus. Now inside to Mitch. Lays it low to Torres. Back out behind the arch. Jace Watkins finds another three. His fourth three-pointer of the night. He's got 3 here in the third alone. Biggest lead of the night is 58-36. Cats on top by 22. On the far side, they'll skip pass over the top. Now look on the top of the circle. Turnaround shot, no good. Byer comes out of there with the steal. Torres couldn't control the ball. It's out of bounds. The official is going to get together and talk this over. And I think they're going to end up calling a foul. That's a little suspect, but looked like Jordan Torres was very aggressive going for the ball. They said it is Buff ball. Boddicker behind the arch. Works one-on-one. They shut him down there. Now back in the hands. 17 seconds on the clock. Prairie View with the ball. They'll set it at the top of the circle. Near side, they'll look for Boddicker in the corner. They'll go to him. Three-point shot away, no good. Rebound and turnaround, no good. Cats control the ball as the buzzer sounds. That's the end of our third quarter of play, with the Burlington Wildcats leading it 58-36 over the Prairie View Buffaloes here at the end of 3. We're going to take a 1-minute timeout, go back to the station for our sponsors, and we'll return with Wildcat basketball on the Dawg.
Make reversing your vehicle easier and clearer with the HD dash cam. Just $39.99. And make working easier with this 26-piece screwdriver set with rack. Just $19.99. And help your car last with the Pennzoil Converter Motor Oil. Only $3.99 a quart. Offer good through December 31st or while supplies last. Caldwell's Auto Parts, 423 Kennedy Street in Burlington.
Hi, Hi, this is Colin Sleazer with Alpha Roofing LLC in Burlington. We specialize in residential and commercial roofing and have become one of the most respected roofing companies in Northeast Kansas. Customer service is our number one priority, and knowing that your home or business is safe in our hands is what makes this licensed contractor your number one choice. If it's a repair or an entire roof, we have the knowledge and skills to get the job done right. Stop in at 213 North 3rd Street, Burlington, or check out our website at www.alpharoofers.com. Alpha Roofing, your hometown roofing expert.
Back to courtside with your voice of the Wildcats, Jim Hills on 97.7 The Dawg.
Welcome back to Wildcat basketball. Oh, yeah, Dawg. And Chase Watkins starts up the fourth quarter just like he started the third with a three-point shot, and he's got 24 points on the night to lead the Wildcats. A 25-point margin, Wildcats lead it 61-36, but coming from the far side, Boddicker lays it up and in for his 27th point of the evening. Nordstadt dribbles in, lays it down low to Jeffers. He's up and in. Connor Jeffers taking the baseline in for the two. Up court, Caps stops the dribble. They put it in the hands of Boddicker. He splits the defense. Turnaround from 15. Not much better defense than he can do there. He's just going to get his points all night long. Of course, they lob it low to Fiedler. Nice work that time. Nordstadt got it up and over the defender. And Fiedler now with 20 points for the Wildcats. In the low corner, they'll skip it to the top side. Another three larged on the way. No good. It's out of bounds. And that's Wildcat ball. Back into the lineup for Prairie View is number 12 on the roster. That's Taylor Burchard. He was in briefly in that first half of action. Now the Cats with possession. They'll start the offense. Go to the high post. Fiedler back to Jace on the near wing. Coming off the pick is Hess. Lob down low, but the defender, Snyder, sneaks in front, pulls a pick, and the turnover goes to the Bucks. 6:09 on the clock here. They'll spin it to the right side. Boddicker's going to drive the paint. Up high he goes. Can't get it, but we've got a whistle and a foul down low. Connor Jeffers blocking out his man. Well, that guy wanted to go up for a rebound and came down on Jeffers' back. He may have gave him a little butt fake there.
Yeah, I kind of think that's what
Connor is whistled for his third personal. Only 14 fouls on the Wildcats, just 2 on the Bucks here in the second half of play. Ball at the top of the circle. They'll spin it to Boddicker behind the arch. His three hard off the back of the rim. Whistle and a foul. This time Jeffers had great rebounding position. And number 12, Burchard, is whistled for the foul. Carson Byer checking in for Chase Watkins. Chase had a fantastic third quarter with 3 3-pointers. He was Mr. Dead-Eye there. On the near side, Hess with the ball. Looks for the cutter going on the near side. It's not there. Looks on top and finds Nordstadt. Lob, they go low to Fiedler in the paint. Turnaround shot. He's pushed. He gets the bucket. He'll go to the line. Good move by Garrison Fiedler, that time on the inside, as he takes that pass from Byer and finishes off the bucket.
I feel like his footwork has improved much more than what it was last year.
Yeah. I think he's just matured into that role. Number 12, Burchard with his second foul as Fiedler connects with the free throw. And it's back to a 28-point margin, 68-40 with 5:15 left on the clock. In and out on the shot, no good. Rebound, putback won't fall for Prairie View, and we've got a whistle and a foul as Fiedler was up for the rebound. He's hammered by Snyder, picking up his 4th personal foul on that rebound. Good positioning by Fiedler to go up and collect that rebound attempt. Now 5 team fouls on the Buffs. Cats will play it in on the end line. Full length of the court to bring it as Connor Jeffers inbounds. Carson Byer looks to the near side. Coach Barrett with those towels, each different color towel, calling out a different play. Hess gives the ball up to Nordstad. He splits the defender. We've got a blocking foul on a Buffalo, and that will send Nordstad to the line to shoot a pair. That whistle is going to go on number 55, big Riley Reinerson. His first personal of the night. Now 16 fouls, and next will put the Cats in a 1+ bonus as Brandon Nordstad hits the first free throw and will be there for a second. Brandon 4 of 6 tonight from the stripe and 10 points in double figures for the junior. Jordan Torres checks in for the Wildcats. Nordstad can't get this one to fall, and the Buffs take the board. 69-40, Cats on top. Near side, they'll work the ball into the hands of Green. Now into paint, Ryerson, shot blocked away by Mitch Taylor as he checked in at that break. Of course, they'll bring it for the Cats on the top side. Look inside, but Boddicker with the steal. Telegraph that one. He lays it off on the side. Nice work that time. Giving it up to Garrett Scott for the lay-in as Boddicker showing he knows about playing as a team. Gives that ball up. Ball loose on the floor. Now the Buffaloes pick it up. Everybody thought it was going to bounce out of bounds. The official right on top of that play. Boddicker has a chance for a three. Nails a big, long-distance three-pointer for Blake Boddicker. He's got 32 points on the night to lead the Buffaloes. Hess on the near wing goes off the high pick. Finds Nordstad, dribble drive. Up the bounce, dance. Finally, it falls through the hole. Brandon Nordstad waiting with anticipation as everybody else for that one to fall home. 3:23 on the clock, and the Wildcats up 71-45. Boddicker with a shot is blocked away by Taylor. On the loose ball, we're going to have a whistle and a foul. Number 55, Reinerson again with his second personal. And we'll start shooting those bonus free throws now. Nordstad will set at the line as Parker Meeks checks into the lineup. His first time on the floor for the Wildcats. And also in for the Cats, number 1, Trevor Barr. Shot away, no good. Meeks gets the rebound, and they'll bring it out to Hess behind the arch. Hess's shot won't fall. He gets his own rebound, and they'll pull it on the near side. Fires off again, no good, but he's there for his own rebound. Again, that ball gets bounced around. We've got a push foul from the backside, and it looks like Jordan Torres will be whistled for his first personal. Trevor Barr, his first varsity action, along with number 32, Parker Meeks. Under 3 minutes to play, the Cats lead it by 26 here tonight on the road at Prairie View. Also checking in is number 10, Noah Smith, into the lineup as Boddicker sends home another three-pointer. Up court on the far side, McManus with the ball comes to Torres, near wing. Smith, drive, lays it up, it won't fall. Boddicker gets the board. He'll bring it up court on the far side. Stops, pops from 3, short off the front of the rim. Reinerson turnaround shot won't fall, and the Wildcats control. Back on the near side we go to Barr with the ball in the backcourt. 2 minutes left on the clock. Wildcats will set the offense. Meeks comes out to the high post, gets his man in the air. He's going to go to the hoop, but loses control. That turnover gives it back to the Buffaloes on the far side. They'll put it back into the hands of Scott. On the drive to the hoops line as number 22 for the Cats, Connor McManus, picks up his second personal. Now 16 fouls on the Wildcats. And Boddicker will go to the charity stripe. He'll shoot a pair from there. First one is on the way. It's up and good. He'll be sighting in another free throw, as he was 4 of 6 in the first quarter from the line. Now hits a pair here in the fourth quarter. Cats will play it up with under 2 minutes to play, 1:45 on the clock. He continues to run on the far side. McManus picks up the dribble. Now gives it back to Smith. McManus goes the baseline. Ball tipped loose. It's away. We've got a push foul, though. And that is going to send Connor McManus to the line to shoot a pair. Number 55 with the foul is Riley Reinerson. 18 fouls on the Buffaloes here. First free throw on the way is up and good. McManus with the first one on the way. Now he'll be set for a second free throw. This one hits hard off the back of the rim. No good. Trying to chase down the loose ball. It's off of a Buffalo, out of bounds. And the Wildcats will play it in on the far side, leading by 23 with 1:30 remaining in the contest. Back out on top. Barr with the dribble. Plays it down low to Torres. He can't work with it from there. Now he's going to drive the lane. A floater, but it's a player control foul. Number 13. Jordan Torres is whistled for his third personal foul. Buffaloes will play it in on the backside. 17 fouls now on the Wildcats as we close in on the 1 minute mark here in tonight's contest. Now steal by Smith. A slow pass, but line in on the tip. The far side was in the air. Just got a hand up and made that tip, controlled it into the hoop. Good job by these young substitutes to keep playing hard defense out on the floor as this contest comes to its final 1 minute of play. Checking in for Prairie View, number 30, is Mitchell Comer. Comer, the senior, into the lineup here on the home court tonight. Now Parker meets at the high post. He'll give it up, but a steal out there by Goff. He's going to take it to the hoop. It's just not going to happen as he'll miss with the dribble drive on the right-hand side. Smith trapped in the corner, gets rid of the ball to McManus. Ball loose, and Comer comes out of there with it for the Buffs. Boddicker down in the corner from three-point line. He'll feed number 11, Scott, as he hits the bucket. And the clock will wind down here as the buzzer sounds. It's a Burlington Wildcat victory, 74-52. Wildcats win it by 22 points here tonight on the road at Prairie View. And the teams walk by, shake each other's hands. They know it's the opening game of the season. Things can change as the season goes on. We'll see the Buffaloes again later on in the Pioneer League play, as well as when they come to Burlington for the January Invitational Tournament. We're going to get our numbers together, bring you up a wrap from tonight's contest. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. Back to the station. Bobby, it's yours.
We're kicking off the football season at Burlington Auto Supply with a full field of savings on your fall tune-ups. Autolite spark plugs at $1.99 and Wix filters at $2.95 will get your vehicles ready to hit the road as you follow the Cats to all their home and road games. Stop by for our Saturday specials following each Wildcat victory at Burlington Auto Supply, your bumper-to-bumper parts store on Neosho Street in Burlington. Let's go, Cats!
When it comes to the health of you and your family, choosing the right pharmacist is just as important as choosing the right doctor. Find a pharmacist that's right for you at your local Medicine Shop pharmacy. More than a healthcare advisor, they take the time to get to know you and to personally answer all your healthcare questions and concerns. Make the right choice. Choose a Medicine Shop pharmacist. The Medicine Shop Pharmacy in Burlington, Kansas. Caring beyond prescriptions.
Ready to go?
Almost. You just have to stop at the bank, get a few money orders, to pay some bills.
Well, why don't you just write the checks yourself?
I can't.
Still? I thought you were back on your feet financially.
I am, but I never thought starting from square one would take this long.
For a second chance at a banking relationship, it's Central Time. Whatever the reason, life happens. You might have had a checking account that was overdrawn when it was closed. And finding a bank who will let you start with a clean slate can be a challenge. That's why Central National Bank offers New Opportunity Checking. Write checks, use a Visa check card, and enjoy free online banking and free ATM use at Central National Bank ATMs. Plus, you have a place to cash your checks. Ask about New Opportunity Checking from Central National Bank. It's money for life, the way we live today. Some restrictions and fees apply.
Central National Bank, money for life.
Member FDIC in your hometown since 1884.
When the lights come up on Friday and Saturday nights at high schools and colleges.
Back to courtside with your voice of the Wildcats, Jim Hills on 97.7 The Dawg.
Welcome back to Burlington Wildcat basketball here on The Dawg. We gave you a twin bill of winners tonight. The Burlington Lady Cats in the early contest over Prairie View, 53-16. And the Wildcats light it up in the second game and take the win 74-52. Prairie View was shell-shocked by the Wildcats coming out quickly, taking a 17-11 lead at the end of the first quarter. They fought back in the second, closing it to a 5-point margin. 25-20 the Cats led until they went on a 12-2 run to finish off the half with a 37-22 margin. And then in the third quarter, it was the Jace Watkins and Garrison Fiedler show. Jace, 3 3-pointers, and Garrison with 11 points. They combined for 20 of the 21 put up on the board by the Wildcats as they stretch that lead out to a 58-36 margin. As much as a 28-point lead for the Cats at one point tonight, and they finish with a 22-point victory, 74-52. Prairie View Buffaloes just could not find any offense outside of their 6'1 senior, Blake Boddicker. Scoring for the Buffs were Jesse Weirs with a three-pointer, also Bryson Green with a three-pointer. Garrett Scott, 10 points in double figures. He scored from every position, got 2 free throws in the first quarter, a three-pointer in the third, and then a 2 and 3 in the fourth quarter for his 10 points tonight. But the big number came from Blake Boddicker. Boddicker, 14 points in the first half, and then he put on a scoring exhibition from anywhere he wanted in that second half and finishes the night with 37 points to lead the Buffaloes here on their home court opening night. Wildcats spread out their numbers. Mitch Taylor got 2 points on his first varsity game. 6 points each from Connor McManus and Connor Jeffers. Those two team up for a dozen. Then in double figures tonight, Brandon Nordstadt hits 10 points. He was 4 of 6 from the charity stripe. And the big double figures tonight were Garrison Fiedler, 13 points, 23 points, 11 of those coming in that third quarter. You'd think if you score 23, you'd be the big guy. Didn't happen. It was Jace Watkins, and Jace put in 5 3-pointers this evening on his way to a 24-point performance for the Wildcats and their 74-52 victory. A good way for the Cats to gauge how this season will start out as last year they dropped the opening game at home to the Prairie View Buffaloes, and they'll take it on the road next week as we travel to Baldwin for the Bulldog Wildcat Classic. On Monday night, it's going to be the boys' game first at 5:30, that early tip-off for the tournament time, as they'll take on the Lewisburg Wildcats. Turn right around on Tuesday back in Baldwin, as the boys will be the 5:30 game taking on the Anderson County Bulldogs. Lady Cats following at 7 o'clock each night from the Burlington High School Gymnasium. They will utilize both their high school and middle school gyms, so if you're making the trip up, Monday and Tuesday will be at the high school gym, and on Friday, wrapping up the tournament time over at the middle school gym, it will be Burlington and Baldwin. The girls play first at 5:30, and we expect to see a great contest there, matching up with a couple of fine players from the Baldwin had last year. And just this week, it was announced the sub-state tournament held in March will find the Burlington Lady Cats and Wildcats in a tournament over at Anderson County, taking on Anderson County, Osawatomie, and Baldwin. Baldwin, in fact, the largest school in Class 4A Division II with their enrollment. So we'll get a chance to match up and see what Baldwin and Anderson County have at this tournament. We'll meet up with Osawatomie twice during the Pioneer League season. But an early season tournament, a time to gauge where this team needs work, and the coaches will put it to the test right there. Rick, we talked about, we thought the girls would have an easy contest tonight, knowing that Prairie View didn't offer much resistance last year. The boys' contest, I think we saw that these boys have got some things that they can take on the floor every night and develop as this season goes on, and a good start off for both teams.
Oh, yeah. Like I said earlier there, that big difference in Garrison Fiedler playing with confidence and much improved footwork down low, and I think, 24, 23 points, whatever he scored, shows that. You've got Mitch Taylor coming in, senior varsity player last year. Got to say, from what I saw last year to this year, much improved as well. He ran the court pretty well. He's got some vertical and, pretty coordinated, looking for the shots and everything. He did what he should do. He altered some shots and blocked, two, for sure.
A couple of blocks out of it.
And, so, we've got some things that we can work with, playing some high-low with Fiedler and Taylor, and, we've still got a lot of things to work on, but overall I would think that Coach Barrett has to be real pleased with the first performance of the season.
And we're glad that you could all join in and listen to the contest tonight, our first of 6 games here before the Christmas break. Again, we talked about next week we'll have a 3-game tournament run up to Baldwin before returning home for 2 games, December 12th and 15th at Burlington High School. And you can get out and meet the Cats that night at home. We're going to wrap it up, get a call in to the Kansas High School Scoreboard Show. First basketball show of the season will be on at 10 o'clock here on KSNP 97.7 The Dog, your home of Lady Cat and Wildcat football. And before we sign off, we do want to send out our condolences to all of our friends up at Sabetha. Sabetha has been a participant in the January tournament since its inception, and they unfortunately lost the lives of 3 Sabetha supporters, a mother and sister of 2 of the Sabetha football players who were in the state championship game out at Hutchinson last Saturday, also losing an uncle in that tragic crash. And our thoughts and prayers go out as they work through this trying time, and we know that the support of their teammates will help those young people carry on through, and we look forward to meeting and giving them our appreciation for their support when they come to the tournament in January here. So we want to sign it off here tonight. Congratulate both the Lady Cats and the Wildcats for victories here tonight on the road as they'll make it back over to Coffee County from Lynn County tonight. And we'll be back to bring you Wildcat, Lady Cat basketball Monday night at 5:30. Thanks for tuning in. Rick Smith and Jim Hill say goodbye, God bless, and we'll talk to you Monday.
Thanks for listening to the Burlington Wildcats. The Wildcats are being brought to you this season in part by
Alpha Roofing, Beckman Motors, Burlington Building Materials, Burlington Auto Parts, Caldwell's Auto Parts, Central National Bank, Diners Cafe, First National Bank, Hoover Thriftway, Crossland Construction, Jeff's Towing, Life Care Center, Prescription Center, Rick Smith DVS, The Appliance Store, The Medicine Shop, Trust Point Insurance, and U.S. Cellular.
your Flint Hills classic rock leader, 97.7 The Dawg.